Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a nail tutorial using Rossi Nails products. I will be using Tiara, which is a glittery, pinkish, kind of opaque purple. You'll be able to see in these close-ups. It has a silvery glitter, a very light pink, maybe even purple tint to it, but it's a glittery pink, maybe even purple tint, and we'll see how it all turns out. First, what you'll want to do is mix your dipping powder. Kind of loosens it up so that your applications are thinner. So after you apply your thin coat of top coat or base coat, I guess you can say, you're gonna dip your nail into the powder. So we'll apply that thin top coat, and you don't want it to be too gloopy or too much, because if it is, then you'll get more thick powder on there, and you don't want it to be too thick in your first, second, or third dip. You want it to be nice and thin and even. And then you'll go ahead and tap that excess powder off. You can see here already the difference between my natural nail and our first dip that we did. And I do use a orange stick, and I use it around my cuticle so that I can have a nice thin clean edge towards my cuticle to kind of prevent any lifting from happening in the future. And then we're gonna go ahead and speed through the rest of our first dip for my right hand. How pretty is this color already turning out? This is my first time using a glitter, so I'm very excited that Tiara is so beautiful. And just in this first dip, there's already so much of a difference. Whenever I do my first dip, I do not use the base coat close to my cuticle. I do only cover about 3/4 of my nail bed in the base coat, and then I dip my nails. And then once I go into my second and my third dip, I do get closer to the cuticle line until I'm about a hairline away from the cuticle line, so that it doesn't get too thick towards the cuticle and it looks more natural. So once I brush off and dust off all the excess powder from the first dip, I go ahead and again apply that base coat, stopping a hairline before the cuticle, and then dipping my nail into the dip powder and tapping off the excess, and then cleaning around the cuticle with my orange stick. And I will also include all of the links for the products that I'm using in the description below, so that if you guys are interested in any of the products that I'm using, you will be able to find them in the description below. And you can already see the difference between the first dip nail and the second dipped nail. You can see how much more pigmented it's getting, as well as how much more glitter is getting applied. And I do try my best to avoid getting any of the base coat on my cuticle or on my sidewalls, because if you do get it on there, sometimes your dip likes to stick onto it, and that can later during your mani cause lifting or cause the dip to pop off, and you do not want that. So you should try your best to keep away from your cuticles and your sidewalls. Alright, and again, I'm going to dust off all of my excess powder after my second dip, and I'm going to again apply the base coat to each of my nails. and dip. And I do like to do the angle dipping. It's just easier for me. I haven't tried anything different, so this is what I'm used to at the moment. And I do normally only do 3 dips because my nails are already pretty thick. So if I do 4, it feels too thick for me and not natural anymore. So 3 dips is normally what I do for my dipped manis. And I'm going to go ahead and brush off all the excess powder. And once I'm done brushing off this excess powder, I will be applying the number 3, Rossi's number 3, which is the activator. And the activator is what causes your powder to harden and become strong so that you're able to go ahead and shape and buff it. Normally what I do is I apply the activator. Once I apply the activator, I wait 2 minutes. Once I wait those 2 minutes, I know that it's okay for me to shape and buff my nail. I do normally shape my nail at the beginning after I've prepped my nails, but after you apply the dip, sometimes it widens your nails up, so I do like to go back in and reshape my nails. And then after I've shaped and buffed, I will again apply the activator. And I won't apply as much as I did the first time. I'll only apply a thin layer because you don't want your activator to get into your top coat or react with your top coat, which could possibly harden your top coat brush. You do not want that. Alright, so after I apply the number 2, I will go ahead and wipe off any excess activator that could be on the top of my nail beds. And I do this because I don't want my top coat brush to harden. Alright, and after I've wiped off that excess activator, I do flip over my paper towel and then I go in with my top coat, do 2 to 3 quick strokes, and then I do wipe my brush on the paper towel. And I do this just in case any of my activator got onto that brush. And I'll do this for every single nail, wiping in a different spot on my paper towel each time. And you kind of want to do this a little bit quick. I normally do it fairly quick so that my top coat does get a chance to harden up a little bit with the activator and to make sure that it doesn't take too long to harden and seal. And then after I've done my first coat of top coat, I can go back in and apply generously on the top of my nail beds as well as capping off the free edge. And I'll do this for each of my nails. And once I'm done applying the second coat of top coat onto all of my nails, I normally wait about 2 to 3 minutes. After the 2 to 3 minutes, my nails are good to go and I can go on with the rest of my day. Alright, well I hope you guys enjoyed this video, a quick tutorial on how I do my nail dipping. It did get a little bit late in this video, that's why the color in the video changed because I did have to turn on our light. But in the future I'll try to do them earlier so that you get that natural light. But yes, I hope you like the way my nails came out, and I will link all of the products used in the description below. Thank you, and I hope to see you in the next.